Hello, everyone. Welcome to Courage to Caregivers. My name is Cathy, and tonight we are starting a theme called Common Humanity. And our topic for this evening is building bridges. We are all unique individuals, and all of our experiences are unique too, based on our culture, our values, our thoughts and beliefs, which in turn create our own worldview. And while we may be different, our commonality is that we are all human beings just trying to make it in this world. And we are united because we're caregivers. That is another common thread that we share. When we come together in groups to support our caregiving journey, our individual differences might surface at one time or another, and that's okay. Each voice around the table is a voice that deserves to be heard. And so we exercise that with respect and acceptance. Even when we may think that our way is the best way or the only way, we try not to isolate ourselves or cut ourselves off from others. Sometimes it is fear or mistrust that amplify our differences. So we may temper that with an infusion of love and compassion for those around us that we may not always agree with, and a little love and compassion for ourselves as well. Empathy is an essential tool on the caregiving roadmap. We learn to be open to new ideas and thought processes, and this leads to more understanding between everyone involved. When we express empathy, we create a solid bond with others who are also walking in our shoes. Learning to express empathy towards others allows us to come together on an emotional level, and this is healthy for everyone. Then we honor and embrace the differences we see in one another and see that just like when a square of a patchwork quilt is woven together, it makes a beautiful work of art. So shine on, caregivers, and celebrate your uniqueness while caring for the ones you love. There is no limit to what you are capable of when you clasp hands and hearts with another person in this human family that we share. So let's get ready to do a little breathing this evening. And we're going to start with bringing our physical body into a place where we feel comfortable. And that's going to invite in a lot of calmness and restoration. So just finding your comfortable seat in your chair there, pressing your back body against the back of the chair, and sitting up nice and tall with your feet flat on the floor. Feeling the contact of your feet on the floor and your seat on your chair. Finding your spine against the back of the chair. And then placing your hands lightly on the thighs or on the knees. You may close the eyes or leave them at a soft gaze as you begin to inhale and exhale out of the nose, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Just letting the body settle down and soften and respond to the breath. Good. Just taking your time. And perhaps this is the first time today that you've had a chance to sit down and just be present with yourself. And if that is the case, give yourself a great big hug for being here tonight. And very gently let all the layers of stress over the course of your day just begin to melt away one breath at a time, one by one by one. and noticing any thoughts that may try to come in. And it's okay if they do, but just noticing them with a casual perspective. They are what they are. And then as you notice them and see them, just let them drift away, just like that stress, one layer at a time. Beautiful. We are going to begin the breath called Sitkari breath or hissing breath. This is the breath we've been practicing. And this is a breath for calming the body, calming the mind. You can envision that you are hissing like a snake. And believe it or not, it's that hissing sound on the exhale that kickstarts the parasympathetic nervous system that brings us further into relaxation. And so I'll demonstrate this for you to begin with. Breathing in through the nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the teeth with a hissing sound. So that's how it's done. And when you let the breath out, you're going to let it out very, very slowly, as if you were letting the air out of a leaking balloon, just one little scooch at a time. Now maybe we can try it together. And so feeling that groundedness of your feet and your body on the chair, breathing in for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Good job, everyone. I invite you to take this on your own to the pace of your own breath for a couple of rounds. And as you do, I will read our affirmations for tonight's practice. My breath is my greatest ally. Open to others' perspectives, I learn so much about myself. The nourishing benefits of community and connection grow with my ability to empathize and see another's view. My breath is my greatest ally. And so just continuing a couple more rounds of the hissing breath. Feeling the breath moving through the body. Feeling that ultra long exhale as you let the breath out slowly. And then notice the effect of this breath on the body. How is your body feeling right now? Do you maybe feel a little bit lighter from this breathing technique? Maybe you're breathing a little easier. Maybe that breath is flowing just a little more freely. Maybe that stress is starting to roll off of your shoulders. It's giving yourself that grace and that peace that you so deserve. Beautiful. And I invite you to find your own natural breathing technique, whatever would support you as we segue out of the breathing meditation part and into our mindful movement. But just give yourself a couple rounds of breathing in the manner that supports you best. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, begin to gently blink open the eyes. And we'll begin a little mindful movement. As we all know, moving is an essential component to self care, whether that is in the form of exercise, taking a walk, or any kind of motion. So, we use yoga as the basis and foundation for our mindful movement here at Courage to Caregivers. So, tonight we're going to just give ourselves a little self care. And we're going to begin with an ear massage. So, I invite you to once again find that connection of your feet on the floor, your body on the chair. We're going to use both hands for this. And so, first, starting, taking your index fingers and bringing them right behind the ears, and that bony process right behind the ears. And you're going to make either little circles or sweeping the fingers up and then down, just massaging out that area right there at the back of the head, and it moves up into the skull, so right behind the ears and then up into the skull. So just get all those little tight places there. Good. And then taking your thumb and index finger to the tops of the ears, so that is right up at the top here, that cartilage part of the ear. You're just going to be just working those fingers into that area. And they're very flexible, so you can bend them and you're not going to break them. And then start working your way all the way down towards the earlobe and then back up again. So up towards the temples and then down towards the earlobe. And then finally bringing the thumb and the forefinger to the earlobe itself and starting to massage that out a little bit. Yeah, it's getting all those little nooks and crannies. Beautiful. And then taking those index fingers right in front of the ear canal. So that little bony part that sticks out right in front of the ear canal, and just begin to massage that. And then working your middle finger and index finger up towards the temples. Begin to make little circles there. And then right across from the ear, right at the top of that upper jaw, start to make some circles right there. Good. Beautiful. So just a little ear massage. You can do this if you are sitting at home and you've got a little time on your hands. Just another little cup of self-care that you can pour on yourself when you need it. And now a little neck massage. So we're going to take the thumbs for this one. Bring the thumbs to the base of the skull as you start to make circles back there where the skull and the neck meet. Start to massage that out, maybe moving your head a little bit from side to side as you do. And then index finger and middle finger down the neck. So find the back of your neck. And there's a lot of muscle back there. So just get those fingers in the muscle, either making circles or sweeping the fingers up and down. And then the sides of the neck. Oof, tight places. Just working those fingers in and around. And then the front of the neck. And here we're going to just take those fingers and sweep them up. So from right about where the collarbones begin, and just bring the fingers up on the neck into the chin, sweeping them up here. Beautiful. And then taking the pads of the fingers and really getting into the head. So the back of the head, the sides of the head, the crown of the head, just like a little gentle massage. Beautiful. Until we work our way up to the front of the face with index finger and middle finger on the forehead, making circles there, smoothing out those worry lines, getting them out of the way. Beautiful. And then back down to the temples, making circles. Right below the eyes on the cheekbones. And then down to the lower jaw. And that little notch near the ears, that is where the upper jaw and the lower jaw connect. Just really getting your fingers in there to massage. And down to the chin. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. Shake the hands out a little bit. Your fingers have been working hard. Good. And then just start begin to make circles with the wrists, moving them round and around in one direction and maybe the other. Beautiful. And then bringing the arms out beside you with the palms facing forward, star pose, bringing the shoulder blades together, opening your shoulders, opening that whole chest, opening the ribs, and creating some space. Taking the right hand over to the left so the palms meet, and then taking that right hand, drawing it back like you're pulling back on a bow in a bow and arrow until the arm comes back out again in star pose. So we're going to do that on each side, reaching from one palm to the other and drawing that arm back nice and slow and deliberately, taking your time and feeling the chest expand and open as you bring those arms out to the side. Beautiful, everyone. Beautiful. And as your arms are out alongside you, breathing into that for just a moment. And then we'll take hands to the shoulders. So hands right at the top of the shoulders there as we make circles with the elbows, drawing them forward and back. And then moving them in the opposite direction, forward and back. And then when they come out to the sides, drawing them toward the back body. So opening the heart. And then exhale, drawing the elbows together. They do not have to touch. Inhale, opening. Exhale, drawing in. So just doing this at your own pace, at your own breath. Good. And then bringing your hands down to your lap, coming to stillness, reconnecting with that tall spine. And we're going to take the hands together at the heart, pressing them together. Releasing, bringing fingertips together, making a little dome with your fingers. Exhale, placing palms together. Inhale, drawing them back out again. Just taking this nice and slow. And this movement in itself can be a meditation. Beautiful. Finally, bringing one hand to your low belly and the thumb and middle finger of the opposite hand rests on the collarbones. And just beginning to circle right there, find the collarbones on each side of the chest as you bring yourself to stillness. Good. And then just releasing that hand and just bringing your awareness to your body, breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready, blinking open the eyes, and we'll prepare for our deep rest tonight. So if you would like to find a blanket or a pillow or some aromatherapy like essential oils or a candle, anything that you have nearby, you can go ahead and set that up now. And also finding your comfortable sanctuary, perhaps turning the lights down low and setting yourself up well, either in your chair or on the floor. Beautiful. And when you're ready, I invite you, if you're lying on the floor, to stretch out nice and long from the top of the head all the way down to the toes, bringing your arms alongside you or resting them on your low belly. Really feeling your body on the floor. If you're seated in your chair, making sure that you're nice and comfortable there and connecting with that surface below you, that supportive chair. And as your body is settling in, just becoming aware of the breath once again, breathing in and breathing out. Knowing that this is exactly where you need to be right here, right now. And as we are talking about our differences tonight, just noticing as we go through our body scan how things could be feeling on each side of the body. We have a left half of the body and a right half of the body, and a top half of the body and a lower part of the body. So just bringing your awareness to how things feel different. We might think we're symmetrical, but really not so much, which is why we in yoga balance both sides of the body. We never do one pose and then forget about the other side. We do both sides. So tonight, just to really hone in on those differences. Let's begin at the top of the head. Imagine that you could breathe in through the crown of the head, letting the breath come in through the crown. And as the breath is settling into your head, it moves towards the forehead and then moving down towards the temples, the cheeks, and the jaw, allowing for softness behind the eyes until your whole head is feeling soft, feeling light, feeling free. Without any tension there, let it go, let it go, let it go. And if there's any difference in the right side of the head versus the left side of the head, just allowing your breath to travel to those places where you might need a little extra compassion, a little extra love. Just go ahead and send the breath right there to open up and unlock anything that feels tight or stuck. Moving your awareness down to the throat, allowing the throat to open slightly and softly as you allow the air to move in and out of the throat. Noticing if there's any difficulty, if there's any holding, and if the breath is not flowing freely through the throat, just breathing into that space. And then moving your awareness down into the right shoulder, the right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, and hand, the back of the hand and the palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the right hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, so that from the fingers of the right hand all the way up to the right shoulder, your whole right arm is relaxed. Good. Working your way down the right side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, and the waist. And finally, allowing your awareness to settle in the right hip, the right thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, the top of the foot, and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the right foot. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the right foot all the way up to the right hip, your whole right leg is relaxed. Your whole right side is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Before we move on to the left side, just noticing that right side and maybe how it feels compared to the left. Perhaps it is a little more open. Perhaps it feels softer, calmer. So just bringing your awareness to both sides and whatever comes up. And then crossing the body, bringing your awareness to the left shoulder, the left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, and hand, back of the hand, palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the left hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. So from the fingers of the left hand all the way up to the left shoulder, your whole left arm is relaxed. Your whole left arm is completely and totally relaxed. Bringing your awareness now down the left side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, and the waist. Breathing into that side body as you then let the awareness settle into the left hip, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the left foot all the way up to the left shoulder, your whole left arm is relaxed. Your whole left arm is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Your whole left side is relaxed. Both sides are totally relaxed. Taking a moment to just notice both sides of the body. Perhaps they are feeling a little more calm and at peace. Let's bring our awareness to the entire back body as we move toward the back of the legs, the buttocks, and the low back, the middle back, upper back and shoulder blades, the back of the head. The whole back body is relaxed. The whole back body is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Bringing your awareness to how the back body is feeling as compared to the front body, just noticing differences. And finally, bringing your awareness to the front body and all parts of the body that shine toward the sun, the front of the legs, the pelvis and the hips, the low belly, the upper belly, the chest, the ribs, the heart, your heart, your generous, caregiving heart, this wonderful, generous heart of yours that gives and gives to everyone in your care each and every day. The whole front body is relaxed. The whole front body is totally and completely relaxed. The whole body is relaxed. I trust that my body knows what it needs. I will allow it to rest. Very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to bring in a little movement, wiggling fingers and toes, giving yourself a nice stretch either on the floor or in your chair, and beginning to deepen the breath, taking a bigger inhale and a bigger exhale as you do. Giving yourself time to come back to the present moment. Good. And as you are awakening, I'll go ahead and read a quotation for tonight's practice. It is not our differences that divide us, it is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. So just beginning to either roll to one side and take some breaths there, or eventually press yourself back into a seated position. Well, I hope everyone feels a little less stressed after a little bit of breathing, meditation, and mindful movement. As always, it is an honor to be with you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Let's bring our hands together at the heart as we bow to one another with admiration and respect, and we say together, Namaste.